How's it going, everybody? Mr. Thrasha here. Was recently in the Venice, California area, well, in LA in general, and I had put together a few American History X filming locations, a 1998 film starring two of my favorites, Edward Norton and Edward Furlong. Legendary film. Pretty controversial, so I planned on hitting a few more spots than I did, but I did get some of the key spots, so join me as we go check out a couple of these. So, first scene we're going to show here on the American History X tour will be the Vineyard Residence. Right here in Venice, 2206. So where you'll find the Vineyard Residence. And that legendary curb. A legendary curb scene. So we have a lot of scenes that took place here. Most of them were in black and white. So when you see the house in the film, it's generally in black and white, because every time they go back in time, you know it's back in time because it's a black and white scene. So we see what looks like a young Edward Norton. They did a really good job of making him look younger. Edward Norton's work in this film is incredible. Beverly D'Angelo, Edward Furlong, Ethan Suplee. Actually, there were no scenes with Ethan Suplee here, but he was in the film. This house was mostly used for the scenes that they did with his father, when you get the flashback scenes, and we see what led to Derek's racism and all of his intolerance, and that all started with his father, because his father was a firefighter who was killed on the job. Good shot of the house here. Haven't seen anybody do an actual video on American History X, and I love this film, so if you've not seen the film, go check it out. I've wanted to see this curb for so long. My God, teeth first, right on the curb. This is a brutal movie. If you haven't seen this, it's very dramatic, it's very thrilling. It's a great story. It does not end in the happiest way. Spoiler alert. They have a big family dinner here. Fairuza Balk plays Derek's girlfriend, so Edward Norton's girlfriend. I love the cast in this. Edward Norton, Beverly D'Angelo, Edward Furlong. The two Edwards. Fairuza Balk played the girlfriend. Ethan Suplee played the big guy. He was pretty big back then, man. If you see pictures of Ethan Suplee now, it's incredible.
I'm gonna teach you a real lesson now, motherfucker. Put your fucking mouth on the curb.
Absolutely horrific scene. And you do see the invention of what is now known to the world as a curb stomp. So he would have completely crushed this guy's head, teeth first, right here on the curb. And Edward Furlong just drops to his knees. So right over here is actually the basketball court from American History X. This is where they played the game. This is where they played the game over here. Edward Furlong, Ethan Suplee playing basketball. We had Edward Norton. So this is where they played the game. It was black and white when you see it in the film, but this is the court right here from American History X. Pretty cool. Cool shots of this seating area here. Even later in the film too, when Edward Furlong's talking to Edward Norton about his new change. All right, had to show this. The basketball court from American History X. Awesome. Lots of b-ball going down. Black and white, like I said, but there's that wall right there. Venice Beach Recreation Center. That's that wall over there. Very cool. Pretty cool. It still says Venice Beach Recreation Center. All these years later. see them during their game. In this matchup right here, there's them playing in front of the wall on the other side of the court from where we're standing. Of course, there's activity going on, so not going to interfere with that. Another shot there. So yeah, that whole scene's black and white. It Fairuza Balk. So many good actors in this film. Star-studded cast. The star-studded cast. But this is the court right here. This is what it looks like today. 2024. They win the basketball game. They won. They won the basketball game. Okay, we'll move on to another location. Gotta get the basketball court. The American History X basketball court right here. You'll actually notice a couple signs that you see behind Edward Norton in the film when he's getting arrested. Eventually the cops show up, and behind Edward Norton, you can see this right turn only sign. This is a movie star in American History X. And also this stop sign. I mean, for all I know, this exact stop sign might have been changed, but the signs don't change too often, especially here in Venice, so I'm pretty sure this is the exact stop sign. I can guarantee you this is the same right turn only that you see behind Edward Norton when he's on his knees here. He's getting arrested.
Put your hands behind your head!
Get on your knees and put your hands on top of your head.
He gets one with the gun, and then the other one drives off. Pretty sure he drives off this direction, and the other one's left behind. So he fires at that guy, and he comes back, and he drags him right over here to this infamous curb, where someone has carved G and T.
The curb right now!
Here's the angle that I guess Edward Furlong would have had when he yells at him to not stomp his head into the curb. But unfortunately, he did. Lining up and positioning of where that occurred, you can see that building across the street there, and the street signs just over there to the left. So he's really right where this car is parked. Another look here at the Vineyard Residence. Like I said, you don't see the color in the movie, and it seems like it's a lot bigger. I'd never actually been here to film it, so even the last time I was here I thought it was a lot bigger, but there was obviously no bushes and these little trees were not there in the film, so it was a lot more open. There's no gate. Maybe that's why it looks bigger, but there's the curb. See the spot right here where the cops arrest him. Edward Furlong's about right here. The swastika over his heart and his hands over his head. They tell him to get on his knees right there. Got the right turn only sign and the stop sign. Seen behind him. It'd be a little tricky to see, but here's where the cop puts his arm around him to put him into the police car. You see the stop sign and the right turn only sign right there to the right. Right there. Yeah, that speech he gives at the dinner table in the house is intense. Fairuza Balk. He can come live with me. She's crazy. She's crazy. Yeah, you've not seen American History X, go check this out. Incredible film. One of Edward Norton's best, and I love all of his films. That's crazy. All right, Vineyard Residence. Gonna move on to something else. Take another look here at the curb. And over here where Derek was arrested. It was pretty cool to come over here and reenact that. Can't believe the right turn only sign and the stop sign are still here. And this arrow. I love how LA does not touch up any of this stuff. Look at that. That ain't a right arrow. Scene in the film. Building here is actually used for the prison scenes in American History X. When he's incarcerated, they filmed the scenes on the rooftop. All those scenes took place up there. get a good full shot of the building. I'm pretty sure the cell scenes and all that were filmed up here too. So this is an abandoned building now. This is where Derek was incarcerated. And they filmed all of the rooftop prison scenes up here. So every time they're outside, they're working out. All those black and white scenes, they were filmed up here. As well as some of the prison interiors as well.
5 minutes! Step forward!
Not like we can go in or go up to the roof and check it out, but there you go. It was also used as for the boiler room scenes in A Nightmare on Elm Street. That was filmed in the basement. Pretty cool. But this is where Derek was incarcerated in American History X.
All the wrong people knew who I was anyway, so I figured I'm just gonna put up a flag and hope a friend sees it.
Was used as a police station in Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. Little bonus there. Okay, just grabbing a couple more exterior shots here and then moving on. Pretty cool though, abandoned building. We're just talking to a security officer who works the area. Has to keep an eye on the building, keep people from entering it. He said a lot of the prison cells are still in really good shape, but unsafe to enter. The asbestos here is like really, really bad, so you probably wouldn't want to. Probably shouldn't have even dipped my head in there.
I thought I was cruising. Then everything started getting complicated.
Another screen grab from the movie here of them on the rooftop of the prison, this now abandoned building. And you can see the bridge right there here to the left of the screen. That's where I'm standing right now, looking at the matchup. Check that out. Shot here before we move on. So, I mean, it was this rooftop right here where they filmed all of Derek's prison scenes there. That's pretty cool. On top of that roof, Vineyard. So on his way to bringing his brother Danny to school, they come here, Johnny's Coffee Shop. Very close to where Biggie Smalls got shot, right over here. Right across from the Peterson Automotive. They're doing some event here, and Biggie got shot right here when leaving. Closed down now. It's not actually open, or otherwise I'd go in and get something. Perhaps what he got in the film, but it's right here where they entered. This is just used for filming and stuff now. Check it out. There it is right there. That's where Edward Norton was talking to the teacher, saying that it's his responsibility. And that's where they made their order right there before continuing on to Venice High School. That's not how I spelled Johnny. I spelled Jonnys. This is it. Used in American History X. Pretty cool. Seen this on screen so many times, so it's cool to stand outside of this. Directly across the street from the Peterson Automotive right there. Very cool. We get one more shot. The interior here, what we can see. Sucks that it's closed down right now. Only used for filming.
You can get me shot by a bunch of white boys. Yeah.
Couple of bulbs still lit up here on the side. I can see 3 of them lit up. We'll get it from the right side here. This looks like Christopher Lloyd, though I'm not sure if that's actually supposed to be him. Man, I wish it was open. I'd get a milkshake. Okay. Still a very cool looking building. All right. It's gonna do it today. Just a few of the more important locations from American History X. There were a couple others I wanted to get, but given what actually goes down in the scenes I'm talking about, I figured, maybe it's not such a big deal we didn't visit them. Perhaps I will in the future. And I wasn't even sure if I wanted to make this video, but I didn't want to waste the time I put into filming the spots that I did get, so hope you enjoyed. Please like, please subscribe. If you're new here, subscribe and I'll let you know when a new episode goes up. Never know what you may be missing here on the Mr. Thrasha Show.